Fuck. Neuronymous.
Hey, boys and girls, this is Hal with another episode of Neuronymous. Oh, man. I'm kind of a hot mess, actually. This is going to be one of those very honest episodes where I just kind of pour my guts out and, whatever happens, happens. I guess, if whoever happens to listen, it is what it is. Time to unzip myself, and not in a unzip pants way. Just unzip. It's metaphorical. Anyway, so as you all know, I identify myself as a bisexual man. I am attracted to both men and women. I'm married to my beautiful wife Amanda, and she knows, I'm out there. I don't, I'm completely monogamous, and and I just I'm having a lot of problems. I've been really confused, and I've been thinking about the same sex a lot, like a lot. And that really scares me because I love my life. I love my life. I love my wife, and I can definitely say I'm happily married, But what happens when you get all these feelings that are just, I've dated and I've kissed men before. I've made out with men. I've never actually done anything, actually been physical with a man other than making out. But it's just, I don't know. I'm going through a lot, and it sucks because I've got so much shit going on in my life right now. Anyway, that to have all these feelings overwhelm me. I don't know what to do with them. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I'm monogamous. I would never ever do anything to jeopardize my marriage. I'm sure all of you at this point are well aware of that. But that being said, it's a scary thing, not knowing your place, not knowing who or what you are, and that's always been a question. I remember, I think I talked about this to one of my guests before, but maybe I didn't. I don't know, but I remember I was watching this sitcom. I don't know if it was Three's Company or something, but I remember there was this one of the main female actors on the show. I remember specifically. I don't remember the show. Like I said, I think it was Three's Company, and she's on a date with some guy, and the guy says, "I'm gay," and it just got this huge laugh, right? Just absolutely uproarious laughter, right? And so, I, me being the person who likes to, joke around, and I'll do anything for a laugh because that's just how I roll. I had a friend over. Her name was Christina Johnson. I don't know where she is, but I know that she's out, and I don't know where she is. Honestly, she kind of disappeared on me. But anyway, hope she's doing well. She was always a very kind soul, especially when I was in the hospital with Guillain-Barré. But I remember I was with her, and I said, "I'm gay," and my mom heard me, and it was as if I killed as if I butchered a a litter of kittens or something like that, and she like pulled me by the arm and was like, "You can't say that. That is not okay. You can't say that." And I was like, "Oh." Naturally, I didn't say shit, but I was like, "Oh shit, okay, better not say that again," you know. But like I remember like playing, fooling around with boys my age, and the same age, obviously, and none of them remember that, and I do, which is really weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird that I can remember all this stuff, these experiences, and I don't know if they blocked them out or if they're just like they're just over it. But like for some reason, I can't get over it. And the thing is, I've always felt different from most guys, and I remember the first time I ever told my wife Amanda that like that I indicated that I was kind of AC/DC, as the old saying goes. I remember like she and I were kissing, she and I were kissed, and like I just unloaded. I was like, I made out with boys, I made out with men, or something like that, and she was like, yeah, so I've made out with women, so whatever, And then like about a year and a half ago, I came out as bisexual, actually pansexual, but Amanda didn't really quite understand or grasp that concept. So I just was like, all right, would it make more sense if I just said I was bisexual? And she was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm bisexual, done, good. So there's that. So anyway, I don't know. I just need some guidance. I need to figure out what's going on in my head, and I need, and so I know there's an LGBTQ plus center at MSU, and I am thinking about visiting it, and maybe they can give me some guidance, kind of maybe help me figure out what's going on in my head. I mean, obviously I see a therapist. I'm sure they'll be able to help me too. But anyway, yeah, moving on, we went to Omaha for Passover and the Jewish holiday. And I'm walking with my mom, and my mom has always been like just absolutely wretched when it comes to my weight. I mean, I here's the thing. I know I'm a big guy. Big as in like around. I know I'm overweight. I'm not stupid, But like she on the walk, she was just like, she was like, you need to, go to the gym. You've gained weight. You need to lose weight. Blah blah blah. And it was a beautiful day, and I was having such a good time, and she had to bring that shit up. And I just said to her, she was like, you need to join the gym and work out and blah, 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 blah. And gee, you think? Like, I'm just like, this is stuff that I don't fucking know. Are you kidding me? I know that I'm overweight. I know I need to go back to the gym, and at some point I'm sure I will, I mean, how soon, as Smith said, how soon is now, so anyway, so I sit down with my mom, and I said, look, it's a beautiful day. We're here for the weekend. Let's leave my weight out of the equation, okay? And she was like, but I worry about you. And I said, you know what? You can stop. Dad's not exactly twiggy either. My dad's overweight. He does go to the gym, but he's overweight. We both have the same pear-like shape, So like, it's not like he's it's not like he's built like Kate Moss. You know what I mean? He's got some problems too, and he's getting older. So that's not gonna get any better unless he really puts the pedal to the metal. It is what it is. And I finally, after 4 years of being in the 12-step program for food that I belong to, I have gotten a sponsor, and I've been calling and talking, and it's been a really great experience. But I'm really proud of myself for standing up to my mom, And then and because the thing is, I'm one of those people, like, I'm just like, okay, I'm very timid, I'm very um, um, dominant. What's the opposite of dominant? I'm submissive. I'm very submissive, and I don't know. I'm a mama's boy, and I know that, like, all of my fears my biggest fears used to be, like, my parents would, that I disappoint my parents, or that my parents would send me to Boys Town, or or my mom would had at one point threatened to put my head through a wall. I don't know, she'll remember it. Parents seem to have very selective memories when it comes to that kind of stuff. Um, and she threatened to send me to Boys Town several times. Boys Town, for those of you who don't know, is like a place where they send kids that are misbehaving, or are in, they're I don't want to say they're bad kids, but they're kids that need to be separated from their parents and put in a different environment that could be of use to them. Some place that's helpful, for parents to kind of get away. It's just. But to a kid being told, we're sending you to Boys Town, like when you're like 6 or 7 or 8 or even 9, like that's really fucked up. Like, like that's just really fucked up. Anyway, so, but not trying to rag on my parents. Okay, I'm not. That's not what this is for. Again, as usual, it always comes down to my parents. Anyway, um, so anyway, today I'm at work, and I I think I've touched on this, but the home based situation is just, I don't know if it's for me anymore. You know, I've worked at the Monolith for over 6 years, almost 6.5 at this point. And I don't know if working at home is for me anymore. The isolation and the loneliness is just, it's tearing me apart. And it makes my brain, in the hamster wheel that is my head, it's nonstop, and I and I'm working my ass off. But today I get pulled into my boss's office, if you will, via webcam, obviously, and basically told that my numbers are so low. I'm developing. There's performing, and then there's leading. I'm developing, which is bad. It's like, a D or an F or whatever. And the thing is, it's been a long time since I've ever been developing. That was like way back when I was like, when I was first starting there. But, the fact that I'm developing and I get called in, and I basically had to sign papers saying that, let's just say I'm on the grid now with the brass upstairs. People know, and they're paying attention to me now, and I have to be very careful, and I have to make sure that people don't call back. But to me, that stat is just such bullshit. I will never say where I work for, but I'm sure most of you at this point kind of can figure it out. But like, I could honestly do the best job I could do, but honestly, people are gonna fucking call back. I'm sorry. It's just, I can only do so much, and to me, it's just so arbitrary, that stat. I mean, I can do the best I can, and yeah, maybe I could do a better job of recapping at the end of the call, and telling them what I did, and telling them what a good job I've done for them, all the hard work I've done for them. But at the end of the day, they probably don't give a shit, and they're gonna call back. Because that's what people do. People aren't satisfied, so they call back. I do it to Amazon. I'm not going to lie. I call back and I get a shitload of credits when I can. That's kind of a shitty thing on my part, but I do it. And my customers probably do the same thing. They know that they can get, you know, they can get away with murder. Maybe not murder, but they can get credits. Um, but yeah, but being told that I'm like in the lowest, some of the lowest percentiles, that hurts. It hurts being told that. Failure hurts. Um, and yeah, I just I'm scared. I'm really scared. I left work early. It was anxiety city, man. Anxiety fucking city. And yeah, I just I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. You know, like I said, I love my marriage. I love my wife. I love that she's open to me being bisexual. That she's open to me being, attracted and having certain predilections as far as, you know, um, you know, you know, men. Um, but I'm scared. I don't know. It's like everything is just falling on me right now, and it's really hard, and I don't know how to deal with all of it. And it sucks when your parents are just when they you know tell you that you're fat. I mean, that's basically what they did. They told me that I was fat, and it hurts. It hurts. And then it sucks that you know I'm just I'm just very confused about where I stand in this world. And I just wish all of this shit would just stop. Not like, oh, I'm gonna end everything. Like, I'm not like it's not like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have indulged in self harm. I use. I'll say it. I've used razor blades on myself. I was a cutter for a time, and that's not easy for me to say. I mean, if my parents heard this, they'd probably be really upset, and I doubt they'll listen. But I mean, I've got scars on my body. I've got a scar right on my hip where I slashed it because I at the time I just wanted to feel something. I was numb. I didn't know what was happening. At the time, my marriage was not very good, and my job situation was not very good, and I wanted to feel something, and I wanted to have control. And the thing is that I lost control, And the thing is, it's this is a really confusing life that I live. Very complicated, and I wish things would stop being so fucking complicated. I would like for once for things to be just a straight fucking arrow, so to speak. And just I wish I could just be happy, and I wish I could be calm and not anxious and not questioning everything. And I wish I could just fucking live my life and walk, have my head up, and be proud of everything that I'm doing. But I can't. I'm never able to do that. It's like and no matter what medication I'm on, psych meds, like it just. Oh yeah, and on top of that, I've been having these weird like little spasms in my brain, in my head, on the left side. But yeah, that's just another thing to add to my issues. What's going on with my fucking head? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, this has been kind of just a really, I don't know if it's depressing or not, but honestly, you know what? I'm okay being bisexual. You know what I mean, and I think I think it maybe this is okay. I don't know. maybe it's healthy to be a question mark. Because if you're a question mark, that means you're constantly questioning the things around you and you're minding your surroundings and you're trying to figure out, you're constantly curious about things. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe, if you're curious and you're a walking question mark, maybe that's good. Maybe it's okay, maybe it's okay to be wanting to know, where you stand in the world. I think people are always wondering that. I think that's, people are always asking what the meaning of life is. Well, maybe there is no meaning. Maybe it's just a constant questioning of things, a constant need to make sense of things when things don't always necessarily need to make sense, So anyway, I just want to be happy, and and just enjoy life. And there's just something in me that just keeps me from enjoying life. And I don't know. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll keep going on, and the hamster wheel will continue to spin and turn, and I'll just continue to question things. But as always, it's good to have friends, family, and the love and support of my wife, and the love and support of my friends, who, for the most part, accept me. I think my best friend, Derek, doesn't necessarily accept me as a bisexual man because he thinks homosexuality or bisexuality or anything he's very right wing, and he's also he's kind of a Bible thumper. I'm just gonna say it, Derek. I love you, but you are, and I don't think he realizes, how much it hurts when he tells me he's boycotting Disney because they support gay rights and different companies that support gay rights, and it hurts. It really, really hurts. If you're gay, if you're bisexual, if you're transgendered, if you're lesbian, queer, whatever the fuck you are, be happy. Be proud. But be knowledgeable and figure out where you stand, because if you're constantly questioning things, you'll never be happy, and so I don't know. The question mark debate is a real thing. Is it good to question everything, or is it bad to question everything? Or is it good to be oh yeah, I wonder what this is, I wonder what that is, I wonder what I am, I wonder what she is or he is, or or is it bad? Is it bad to be that curious? I don't know. But anyway, this is a long drawn out one. I'm talking for 25 minutes about question marks and my job, But anyway, we got a pretty good guest. I think we haven't quite nailed down a time tomorrow, but he's a horror author. His name is Eric Henry Vick. He's written a novel called Demon King, which I read and really enjoyed. Very, very Stephen King-ish, and he's got an autoimmune disease, and he writes to kind of get out of his head a little bit. Anyway, but that's tomorrow, and I'm gonna be okay, guys. And this show's gonna go on. The show must go on, and I may be a question mark. Everything in this world may have question marks on them, but we figure them out. And we figure them out together, and we figure them out one day at a time.
Neuronymous.